In this video, I'm going to be testing a ton of different rust strategies and deciding if they actually work or if they are just a myth. Did you know that you can't shoot through trees anymore? Yeah, I didn't think so. Actually, you might have, but I didn't know that. So, anyways, let's get into the first myth. Hey, so it's actually that awkward point of the video where I tell you to subscribe because only like 3% of my viewers are actually subscribed to me. I swear, I'm actually gonna start uploading now. Please don't do this. Alright, so I'm sure most seasoned Rust players are familiar with this idea, and honestly, the community is torn because of it. It's common belief that if you press R right before striking your Yoka pistol, it will instantly shoot without the possibility of a failed shot. Many famous content creators, such as SpoonKid and Blueprint, have both confirmed and spread the idea that this works. However, when I get lots of people asking if this is actually legit, I have no clue what to tell them. In light of this, I decided to go and do some research on my own. I quickly found a video by Young SG, in which he shot about 500 shots from the Yoka with and without the R-tap method, and determined that each method was identical and there was no difference between normally shooting the Yoka and tapping R. However, being me, I couldn't just take his word for it. Maybe he wasn't doing the R-tap method correctly, so I decided to replicate his test, but with 100 shots each. I'm not about to sit here and do 500 shots. After shooting 100 shots normally with the Yoka, about 46 of them shot on the first attempt. This means that, on average, you have a 46% chance for the Yoka to go off when you strike it. Obviously, there are a lot of outliers here, but this number is pretty safe, as it's almost identical to the number Young SG got during his test. I then proceeded to shoot 100 shots with the R-tap method. While I could have missed a few, I ended with 40 shots of them firing on the first attempt. This means, according to this test, you have a 40% chance to shoot the Yoka on your first attempt with the R-tap method. This clearly indicates there is no change between the R-tap method and normally shooting the Yoka. For more accuracy, we can combine the two and take the average, which means there is about a 43% chance to shoot the Yoka on your first strike. I also read some Reddit threads that say this 100% works, it just takes 2 or 3 attempts. And well, yeah, that's how statistics works, so I don't really know what the point they're trying to prove is, but...
Oh, well apparently people don't like this response. Hopefully that doesn't backfire on me.
Anyways, with all this newfound knowledge, I can safely say this myth is proven false. Our next myth is one I've never really considered, and it could prove to be useful in the future. Does the attack helicopter target sleeping players even if they have more than 2 pieces of clothing on or illegal weapons in their hotbar? This was solved pretty quickly, as when I was attempting to get a friend to test this with me, I realized I should probably look it up first. I instantly found a commit log from a Rust developer that stated that helicopters no longer target sleeping players. Oh yeah, and this was made almost 7 years ago, so I guess I just never really paid enough attention. Obviously, with this new information, I attempted to see if it was possible to just log off if heli was shooting at you in order to protect your loot. And no, it's not. Don't do it. It will just finish you off if it was already attacking you when you logged off. Use that as you will. Have you ever wanted to raid a base in the water? Well, then you're probably wondering if rockets actually do damage in the water, so I wanted to find this out. Before going into this, I was pretty confident that the rockets would explode regardless if they were underwater or not. As soon as I shot the rocket into the shallow water, I noticed that it seemed to be exploding a little bit high. Assuming it was just a glitch, I moved to deeper water. This time, it was clear that it wasn't a glitch. It seemed that the rocket would explode when colliding with the water and wouldn't go beneath the waves. This was interesting, as grenades and other explosives can be thrown into the water and don't explode on impact. I then decided to try an instant rocket in shallow water to see if the fire would spread there. As expected, when shooting the water, it still exploded on impact, but the fire instantly disappeared. I tried to get in very shallow water, and it actually caught on fire. However, when it attempted to spread into deeper water, it failed. So it seems that, for the most part, incendiary rockets can't be fired in the water. I will definitely be using this knowledge during my future raids. Now, I've actually been using this next strategy for thousands of hours, but I figured I'd put it in here just in case some people didn't know. If you're on top of a tall base, and you need to quickly get down, you can actually just jump off the side and hug the wall while spamming space to negate all fall damage.
Lag, bro.
While this requires near perfect timing, it is possible to at least prevent a noticeable amount of damage. In order to test this, I built a large tower and jumped off of it without using the wall hugging strategy. This resulted in 65 HP of fall damage. Then, I tested the strategy a few times, and the best I got was only losing 11 HP due to fall damage. However, I did do it perfectly off camera and lost no health. You'll just have to believe me. Either way, it is definitely possible to do this, which proves this myth is not actually a myth. Now, at the beginning of the video, I mentioned you could no longer shoot through trees. While I didn't initially believe this, as previously when I had played it was definitely possible to shoot through them, while testing it, I realized that was no longer the case. Hidden within the combat update a few months back, a small patch note states that this bug had been removed, but could be added back in the future if more players wanted it. What do you think? Should it be re-added? Are there any monuments that you can build in? Well, technically yes, it's just maybe not the best choice. While you can't actually build in any major monuments, it is possible to actually build within the abandoned cabins, which is a swamp-like region that contains lots of sulfur, a green keycard, and a few crates. If you don't mind the constant swarming nakeds and occasional door camper, then this spot might not be the worst place to build.
Alright, well, I'm all out of myths, and the video is not 8 minutes yet, so next time, if anyone has any myths, please leave them down in the comments, and I'll try to figure out if they're fake or not. You know, if you have any questions about just genuine gameplay, I'm always happy to help, either here or on my Discord server. Make sure to join. I've got a few other tutorials just on the channel as well that really, I think, are pretty helpful to new players. And yeah, for the next few minutes, just gonna be funny clips that I've gotten, I guess. I don't know, I need to get it to 8 minutes. I've gotta get money somehow. Alright.
Alright, actually before this video ends, I have an announcement to make. On Saturday, October 8th at 1 PM EST, I'll be playing in the charitable Rust streamer versus streamer event. It's going to be pretty fun. There's going to be 40 streamers on each team. We're just going to fight each other. I will be probably streaming it on my YouTube. So if you want to come check that out, that'd be pretty dope. Alright. Thank you. That's all.
Should I fire a rocket?
Wait, incoming! Oh!
What was that? What happened?
Oh my god, he had a one-shot heli.
Go. You're so fucking dumb.
Stop.
Here, I'll drive. Let me drive now. You rap.
I'll name one game you're good at.
Fucking GTA, I'm better than you.
Nice.
Let me.
I hopped off the plane out of LA
play.
with the dream in my cardigan. Welcome to the land of
Welcome to the land of
Phoenix.
Phoenix.
Am I gonna fit? I can't do this.
Jump to the cab. Here I am for the first time.
Look to my right and I see the Hollywood sign.
Hollywood
This
sign.
is all so
This is all
crazy.
so crazy.
Everybody seems so
Everybody
famous.
seems so famous.
Why did everyone leave? What the fuck?